American student Danny is sad and traumatized because her bipolar sister Terry sent a terrifying email. Danny calls her boyfriend Christian crying and telling him what's going on since she calls her sister, but she doesn't answer. After the call, Danny feels like she's scaring her boyfriend away with all the family problems she has. At that moment, an unknown person calls. Meanwhile, the friends suggest to Christian to get out of that relationship. Basically, they tell him get out of their soldier. Danny calls Christian again, crying traumatized because Terry killed their parents and herself through carbon monoxide poisoning. And so it begins. Welcome to Random Recaps. In this video, I am going to recap the movie. Sometime later, Christian and Danny go to a party with their friends. Mark says that his Swedish friend named Pell invited them to attend a midsummer festival at his ancestral commune. Christian had not discussed the trip with Danny since he intended to break up with her before the family tragedy that occurred, but he reluctantly invites her after an argument. And then he tells his friends about it. Danny goes to see Christian, who's with his friends. Mark tells Christian he wants to talk to him, and while Danny stays talking to Pell about the commune called Harga in the rural region of Hälsingland in Sweden. The festival only occurs once every 90 years. Pell gives his condolences to Danny, and Danny starts having a panic attack, goes into the bathroom and starts crying. And on the plane going to Sweden too, they make a first stop, and there he introduces them to his commune brother Ingemar, and also to Ingemar's friends Simon and Connie from London. Ingemar offers the group psychedelic mushrooms. Danny doesn't want to eat the mushrooms right now, but due to Mark's pressure she does it, and Ingemar gives her mushroom tea. After that, Danny has a bad trip, she gets up, starts having a panic attack, goes into the bathroom, and then runs out into the woods. After that, they find Danny on the ground. When she wakes up, Danny is surprised that it's still daytime and it's already another day. Christian tells her it only got dark for a couple hours and didn't get very dark. The group walks through the woods and arrives at the commune where the festival is celebrated. Pell introduces them to the father of the commune. The people of the commune welcome them and toast for that. Then we see the people of the commune dancing, and a girl kicks Christian. Pell makes a drawing for Danny's birthday.
It's beautiful.
She say Christian forgot her birthday. Then they see a sacred temple in the distance that no one can enter. Then Pell shows them the place. Pell tell Christian about Danny's birthday. So Christian gives her a cake. The next day, the group witnesses in a testapa ceremony where two elders get up and start talking. Everyone stands up and toasts. The elders are taken in chairs towards a cliff. They cut their hands and place them on a stone. And then the old woman jumps on a rock and smashes her face, which shocks Danny, Simon, and Connie. And the old man jumps too. When one of the elders survives the fall, the commune members mimic his moans of pain. And then they crush his head with a mallet.
What the fuck?
Simon calls them shitheads and wants to leave with Connie. The commune elder Sib tries to calm Connie and Simon, explaining that every member of their community does this at age 72 and it is believed to be a great honor. And Pell apologizes for not telling them. Danny tells Christian she wants to leave and walks all traumatized. Christian goes with Josh and says he wants to do his thesis on Harga, which annoys Josh because he is doing his thesis on the same thing. Christian doesn't care if he gets upset and will still do his thesis on Harga. Mark says he hasn't been able to sleep.
Dude, of all the things to let me sleep through.
Danny picks up her things to leave. At that moment, Pell arrives and tries to calm her down. Pell tells her that he too was orphaned after his parents perished in a fire and the commune became his new family. Then we see the corpses of the elders being set on fire. Danny tries to sleep but later wakes up and sees they leave her alone, but she's only dreaming about her dead family. While she's sleeping, a girl stays looking at Christian and puts an object under Christian's bed. Josh notices. The next day, Josh asks Pell what the object is that the girl put under Christian's bed.
That's a love rune. Casts a love spell.
So Pell believes his sister Maya likes Christian. Mark went to take a piss on a log, but it turns out that it is a sacred place that is tied to the dead of the commune. So they scold him. Simon and Connie want to leave. When looking for their stuff, the father of the commune tells Connie that Simon was taken to a train station and then they'll come for her.
This is bullshit.
During his thesis research, Christian is told that sometimes outsiders are brought into the commune for mating purposes to avoid incest. Then Danny is invited to cook meat pies. Josh asks about the commune for his thesis. He asks to take photos of the sacred texts but is denied.
Photographs? No.
Then they go to dinner. There Danny asks about Connie, and a boy from the commune tells her that Simon called her to calm her down and he took her to Simon at the train station. Christian finds pubic hair in his meat pie.
Is that a fucking Pugh?
At dinner, a girl calls Mark to show him something. That night, Josh goes looking for the sacred texts to take pictures of them. He's caught. Josh thinks it's Mark, and they hit him. But it wasn't Mark, it was just a guy with Mark's skinned face.
What?
And he is dragged away. The next day, Danny asks about Mark and Josh. At breakfast, they tell the group that someone stole the book of sacred texts. Then they ask Christian and Danny where Mark and Josh are, although they don't know where they are.
In the dark on this, we're just as confused as you are.
Mrs. Sib wants to see Christian. Danny drinks a hallucinogenic tea. Although obviously they don't tell her it's hallucinogenic. Danny starts hallucinating and starts dancing a dance called the Maypole Dance. Christian talks to Sib in a room full of runes. Sib asks him about Maya, since according to her he is the ideal man for Maya. Christian tells her that he found Maya's pubic hair in the meat pie.
Sounds probably right.
Then Christian is given the hallucinogenic tea. Danny wins the Maypole Dance and is crowned May Queen. While they congratulate her, she looks at her mother.
Mom?
And Pell kisses her, and everyone starts singing as they carry her on a plank. Then everyone starts eating. Christian starts feeling weird. They toast to the May Queen. Maya gets up and signals to Christian, then they take Danny to a carriage to bury grains, meat, and eggs and make her do a ritual. Meanwhile, drugged Christian is drugged more and then made to participate in a ritual to impregnate Maya while the naked older women watch and mimic Maya's moans.
What?
Danny witnesses the ritual and, believing that Christian is cheating on her, suffers a panic attack. She is surrounded by the women of the commune who empathize with her by mimicking her cries of desperation.
Bruh.
After the ritual, naked Christian tries to flee. He discovers Josh's severed leg planted in a flower bed and Simon barely alive on display in a barn, the latter turned into a blood eagle. An elder then blows an incapacitating powder in Christian's face. Christian wakes up paralyzed. For the final ceremony, the commune leaders explain that the commune must offer 9 human sacrifices to purge it of evil. The first 4 victims, Mark, Josh, Simon, and Connie, were outsiders lured by Pell and Ingemar, while the next 4 victims, the 2 Atestapa elders plus volunteers Ingemar and Ulf, are from the commune. As May Queen, Danny must choose Christian or a randomly chosen commune member as the final sacrifice. She chooses Christian. The others take the sacrifices to the sacred temple. Christian is stuffed into the disemboweled body of a brown bear and placed in a triangular wooden temple alongside the other sacrifices, who are administered an extract of you to reduce their fear. While the commune prays, the temple is set on fire. While Christian remains paralyzed as he burns, the other sacrifices begin screaming in agony and terror as they are set on fire, with the extract being useless. The members of the commune mimic the screams of the sacrifices. Danny initially sobs in horror and grief, but ultimately smiles when the temple collapses. And that's how the movie ends.